OCA Media is proud to bring you the annual Panther. Oh, that's the alumni game. Oops. So you just want me to do good evening. Good evening, everyone. OCA Media is proud to bring you the Watertown and Oregon game here from Huntoon Field. We will be getting started shortly. Stand by for boys soccer action here on OCA Media.
Welcome, soccer fans, to tonight's WIA Varsity Soccer game between your Oregon Panthers and the Watertown Goslings. I am Jeff Rohrer, along with Jesse Larson, bringing you all of tonight's exciting action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. This exclusive broadcast of Panther Soccer is brought to you in part by the fine sponsors, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, Wisco Industries, and JL Richards Prime Meats and Catering. We appreciate their sponsorship, as broadcasts like these are not possible without their generosity. If your organization would like to join our family of sponsors, please visit our website at www.ocamedia.com, or you can contact Paul. His email address is paul@ocamedia.com. As we get ready for action, as the teams finish warming up on the field, Jesse, what can you tell us about tonight's matchup?
Well, Jeff, I did a little look at how the Oregon boys did this past weekend, the Madison College tournament, and unfortunately, it did not go well at all. Opened up on Friday against Madison East and got shut out 6-0. And then on Saturday afternoon, they played Madison West, went down 2-1. A little bit closer of a contest, but it looks like Madison West controlled the game from start to finish. So hoping we have a little bit more competitive action, so to speak. This is a conference opener, so a little bit closer competition, I think, is what we can expect tonight.
The Madison East and Madison West known to be powerhouses in the state at the D1 level, so a loss not necessarily surprising. 6-0 is a little surprising for a tally on the East game. 2-1 would be more in the wheelhouse of what we would expect from the history of this Oregon team, but still early in the season.
Very early, just getting started. And we watched it against the alumni, you know. The alumni really controlled the possession for most of the game, and even though it was just a charity game, you could tell the varsity, they still wanted it. They're still going after it, but they just weren't ready for the, I don't know if they weren't ready for the regular season, but just getting their sea legs, I guess you could say.
It can be difficult, especially, you know, the truth is that Huntoon Field is an absolutely beautiful field and is actually something a lot of schools are jealous of because it is natural grass. The downside is when you have all natural grass fields in the school district, the opportunity to practice outside, it becomes a lot later, or, you know, it's just, there's a lot of things that you have to maneuver around, let's just say, in the summer with these fields being the way they are, because they don't want them tore up for the games.
Exactly, and I'm sure the groundskeepers for Huntoon Field and Panther Stadium, you know, all of the fields, they don't want to have to keep fixing holes and everything all summer, like you're saying. So, but I would imagine, even then, that these kids have had the opportunity to play, whether it's pickup games, you know, anywhere throughout the summer, or even in tournaments and stuff. So they've got game action, but just not varsity game action.
And there is a difference between that game action and varsity game action, and you do have a lot of kids making the adjustment from JV to varsity this year as well. So I'm sure the coaches are even trying to figure out who plays best where and best with who this early in the season when you have the number of seniors they replaced last year.
Yeah, and we had talked about that a lot during the alumni game. A couple of the alumni were, you know, the captains from that varsity team last year. And then as far as I can tell, looking at the results online, both goalkeepers played significant minutes in the tournament this weekend. And it was a whole round host of players that they all got game action. So they all have fresh legs coming in. And I'm excited as, you know, teams are getting lined up, ready for the national anthem shortly.
No, absolutely.
Our one and only doing it tonight.
Looking forward to that big time. As the teams walk out to the center field and they meet at center field for the introductions and the national anthem, we just want to remind folks that you can catch all the action at OCAmedia.com, or if you want to tell your friends and family, these are streamed live on YouTube as well. And you just need to search our channel, OCA Media. That's one word, OCA Media, in YouTube to find these live stream events. Not only this, but other sporting events and local programs as well, over 400 last year. But we're going to turn over to the PA announcer, and we will be back.
For tonight's Boys Badger Large Conference Soccer matchup between the visiting Goslings of Watertown and your Oregon Panthers. Watertown High School, Oregon High School, and the WIA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. Accordingly, we request your cooperation by supporting tonight's participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of tonight's competition. On behalf of the Director of Athletics, Brittany Spencer Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. In that same spirit of positive sportsmanship, please join me in a round of applause for tonight's officials. We appreciate you being here and affording these athletes the chance to compete. At this time, to honor America, would you please rise if able, remove your hats, and join in the singing of our national anthem.
so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Goslings of Watertown. In the midfield, a junior, number 2, Juan Valadez. A freshman defender, number 5, Bradley Zimmerman. A senior midfielder, number 12, Jack Garbelman. In the midfield, a senior captain, number 7, Garrett Harris. Senior forward, number 9, Kieran McCarthy. A junior midfielder, number 10, Will Latsky. A junior defender, number 11, Landon Washidas. A senior defender, number 34, Jack Sullivan. A junior midfielder, number 42, Kyle Wolf. A senior midfielder, number 51, Nathan Rokel. And in goal, a senior, number 99, Jesse Carver. Watertown is coached by Clayton Kreitzer, assisted by Brian Schmidt. And now the starting lineup for your Oregon Panthers. A junior, number 0, Liam D'Amelio Will. A senior, number 4, Drew Yachman. A junior, number 5, Calvin Ritter. Senior, number 6, Zach Tim. A junior, number 8, Carlos Camacho. Sophomore, number 10, Brooks Randall. Number 13, junior, Cole Jones. A senior, number 12, Matt Holker. Junior, number 15, Gavin Thompson. Number 16, junior, Jacob Brower. And finally, a senior, number 17, Kyler Keogh. Oregon is coached by Chris Mitchell and assisted by Mr. Kevin May. Quick reminder, fans, as we kick off the fall season, if you have friends and family who aren't able to come out to Huntoon Field on this beautiful evening, remind them that tonight's game is live streaming on OCA Media. Go to youtube.com and search OCA Media or ocamedia.com.
Welcome back, soccer fans. We're just getting ready to get this first half of soccer action between the Oregon Panthers and the Watertown Goslings off. We do want to just give a little shout out. That was our very own Aaliyah Wyshensky on the Star Spangled Banner before everything started, doing a phenomenal job. We really appreciate that. We do want to just take another opportunity real quick to thank Village of Oregon, the Oregon School District, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, One Community Bank, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, Wisco Industries, and JL Prime Meats and Catering for their generous sponsorship of these events. Just about ready to get underway here, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm excited. Regular season conference action getting started. And it's a chance for the boys to forget about last weekend. Don't even worry about it anymore. Move on. Conference season, regular season, it starts now.
Absolutely. As we mentioned last time, this is only our second time behind the mic here, folks, and we've got some juggling of rosters, so we're going to do our best to give you the action, but give us a good half here to start getting to know the kids and the numbers out on the field, especially the ones that are on the far side. These numbers are hard to see with the black on orange. But the Watertown Goslings do get underway, and they start with possession, but Intom is there to take it away and disrupt action. It will play back to, I believe that was Cole Jones, and gets in the middle of the Helker. Now Kyler Keogh is on the ball, feeding it up through. And Intom with an amazing run from the back line. Oh, a little miscommunication there, as it appears that Yachman and Intom ran into each other there. But that was a great feed there by Brooks Randall, number 10.
Great feed, but two guys on the same piece of real estate. It doesn't work, Jeff. You gotta mix that up. Gotta have better communication.
Absolutely. Helker and that is, I believe, number 13 Jones, both missing that header. But now Yachman up to Randall. This is number 17 on the ball. That's Keogh. Helker takes a touch. Gets the touch outside. He gets a cross in. Had a man waiting. Going to be cleared by the defense. We're going to get our first corner kick of the night.
Landon Washidas with the save there, kicking it out, setting up the corner. Watertown backing in a little bit, Jeff, but looks like Oregon playing the offensive attack pretty well here the first couple minutes.
Getting right after it and not afraid to send their back line up into the foray, so that's good to see. This is coming back to Helker. Helker with a nice boot. Oh, and a great clear there by the defense of Watertown. They're going to try to counterattack quickly. That was Camacho chasing that down. Good defense being played there by the Panthers. And that is picked up by
Liam D'Amelio Will. DW, as we called them last week, Jeff.
We'll be calling him DW the rest of the way, folks. So get your fill. Watertown tries to slide that through, but intercepted. Nice touch there by Camacho. Camacho maybe trying to do a little too much in the center field. That was great defense by Watertown. And we are going to get a free kick in favor of Watertown there.
Yeah, Carlos a little grabby there on the defense there. And I don't know, Jeff, it looked like he was a little over-aggressive on the attempt there. Just too much hands.
You like the intensity, but you got to be in right position. Signal. And puts the kick in. Nicely intercepted there. The other thing I'm noticing too, haven't done games here for a while. Maybe it's just things are still warming up and it's the time of night, but the field seems a little darker. Almost like our lighting isn't as bright.
Maybe.
And
we did
effervescent as usual.
Well, Jeff, we did get started a little later than normal because of some issues with the Watertown transportation earlier. So they got in a little late, so we're getting started a little late, but we're getting there, and hopefully the lights catch up to us here.
Absolutely. That's number 5. Calvin Ritter, a name that we didn't call at all during the scrimmage against the alumni, so we'll be getting used to that one. This is number 16. That's Brower. He tries to take a shot, goes into the shins of the defenseman. Now cleared by the defense, and we're going to get a throw into Oregon.
Oh, a little close to look like a handball there on the inside, Jeff.
The appeared to be inadvertent, though.
Yeah,
it's going to be
fair.
tough to get that call when it's that when you're that type with that type of shot.
Fair enough.
Helker
In the middle.
takes a touch, tries to split it to Camacho, but not on target. Watertown now sends that outside. Good touch there by 42. That was Wolf. Just gets away from him, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick to the Oregon Panthers.
Numbers are kind of tough to see with his white jerseys Watertown's bringing in.
Yeah, we'll get there, folks. We'll get there. That one touchdown by Riakman. He's got explosive speed. Trying to maybe make the harder play than needed there. That's number 16 there. That's Brower. Finds Camacho. Takes that touch back and plays it out wide. The split not there. Trying to go over the top. That is a good clear there. Trying to put it all the way upfield was Calvin Ritter, but intercepted, but out of bounds.
Very quick throw in there. Great effort to get the ball in very quick. Watertown wasn't quite ready for it.
Absolutely. That was Yakman with that ball. Nice by Keogh. Great feet there. Helker trying to put it through. Almost gets through. Good pressure. Ball controlled. Great explosive speed there. That's Yakman. Yakman with a pulling the early trigger. He needs to be a leader, and he needs to be an offensive player on this team this year.
Yes, and he showed it there. Good, like you said, explosive speed, got to the center, ripped one good, but just a little wide.
Like the curve, you feel like one's coming for him eventually here.
For sure.
Helker there.
Nice
He
take
takes
by
the touch.
Helker.
Nice outside touch to Keogh. Back into Helker. He tracks it down, though. He takes a shot right into the arms of the keeper, Carver. Sorry, folks, I almost called him Carter. Watertown defense playing with it a little haphazardly along the back line. Goes out for a throw into Oregon.
Watertown looks a little uncomfortable in their own zone here, Jeff, so this might be a good advantage for Oregon offensively.
This is Keogh. Puts it inside. That's Ritter. He stepped in front of that one. A little shove by Brower. No call, though. Now Brower back on the ball. Into him. Plays inside to Camacho. Nice touch by Camacho there. Good control. That was Randall. Into him. Inside. Helker. Helker pushing it forward. Almost gets the cross away. Nice defense there by Watertown. This ball goes all the way through. Oregon playing physical early and getting away with it.
Oh.
Not this
Not
time,
that
though.
time.
I think I might have jinxed him right in the moment.
Love the shove. Love the aggressiveness by Ritter, but that was a little too much. And number 10 for Watertown, Will Latsky, junior midfielder, took the shot there and going to get the throw for Watertown.
It will be actually a direct kick.
A
but
kick, yep. Correction on that, my bad.
referee just letting Calvin Ritter know, hey, this is a warning. Let's just keep it under control. No cards. That ball served in. That was Sullivan from Watertown that served that in. Intum's going to intercept this. Does a nice job of finding player. Doesn't just kick it away. And that's Yakman. Yakman just trying to find some space. Good one touch to Keogh. Keogh, a little cheeky flick. Yakman Trying to play it down the line to Keogh, but didn't find the space. This ball outside. Believe, is that Gavin Thompson?
Number 15, yep, Gavin Thompson.
Gavin Thompson on that far left side. We've got a wrestling match now, and we're going to see which way this one goes.
It's going to go Oregon's way, but that looks like...
looks like it's going to be I think it's going to be a kick. Yeah, it does appear that that's the indication I thought we had, but player looked unsure. This ball is going to go outside to Helker. Nice little change of pace there. Ritter plays it up. Looking for Keogh. Keogh, just not enough room to pull that Maradon off. Gavin Thompson chases down. Up the sidelines and into him. Plays it back. This goes across to Ritter. That was Jones, by the way, that gave that up. Now Yachman off a good feed from Brower. Yachman trying to get through and does. Almost lost his feet. He's getting through right into the chest of the keeper. It was just too tight to do anything else. How he got through all those defenders is beyond me.
Taking out 3 defenders at once, slipping through there like a snake, Jeff, and that was pretty, but just couldn't quite finish it.
Watertown with a throw. Well intercepted by Ritter, bounced off somebody's cheek. Into play, Randall. Randall trying to play it to the corner for Ingham, but just not on target. That's Gavin Thompson.
Trying to battle there, but lost it.
Now, that'll be Camacho, I believe, picking. Plays it up to Ingham. Ingham was ready. Trying to get through 2 defenders, not able to. Nice little turn there. Again, well done. I believe that's Camacho. What a flick. And this one finds it. Ingham plays it inside. That was a heck of a series there, followed by a great shot, but just unfortunately right into the keeper. That was 16 Brower with the shot.
Great pass by Ingham, though. Giving Brower a chance to put that one on the keeper. That's good offense by Oregon. They'll get one of those to finish for sure next time.
Keogh to Brower to Helker. Helker hits the top bar. Yachman, he's looking to chip it. Not able to get to his backdoor partner. Right into the hands of the keeper, Carver.
Carver's getting a lot of action here early, Jeff. Oregon's offense really putting the pressure on the back line for Watertown.
Ingham finds Camacho. Nice turn. Helker. Helker's looking to find a player. Finds Brower. Brower, nice job fighting back on that one to Ritter. To Helker. Inside. Nice touch. That's Randall. Randall, just trying to slide Yachman at the last second. Just needed literally about an inch more.
Good take there by Ritter. They're stepping in front of that pass. Watertown gets no chance to counterattack.
Nice job by Brower. He feeds it back to Helker. When the Panthers are losing the ball, they're fighting hard to win these back. That's Camacho now. Plays outside to Thompson. Thompson back into Keogh. Keogh maybe could have pulled the trigger, but instead decided to dribble it. Now it's going to be a free kick in favor of Watertown.
Well, folks, we're going to give me a chance to talk about hoping you're enjoying this exclusive broadcast of Panther Sports on OCA Media. Consider joining our family of sponsors that Jeff has graciously brought up already before. They make this program possible. Show your support and become a sponsor today. Just go to ocamedia.com and send us a note. Specifically, send Paul a note, because that's who is going to get back to you.
So important, these sponsors, to make these happen.
Absolutely.
That goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw into Oregon. But not before we're going to get our first substitutions of the evening. 2 coming in for Oregon and 1 coming in for Watertown. From what I can, perhaps even a third that just snuck on, if I am not mistaken. We should get some confirmation here of everybody who came in here in just a second from our good folks on the PA. They have the binoculars, we don't. Maybe not tonight. That's okay. We'll figure it out, folks. We always do.
Good stop by Helker there.
Absolutely. Again, I think we have some new faces on the field from the last time we were here. I think that if I'm seeing that right, I got number 3 out there, Weiss.
Oh, underclassmen getting some playing time early.
If I'm not mistaken. That ball is going to go for a throw into Oregon. This ball, field's been switched. That was a good switch.
Oh.
Randall, a bad pass leads to an opportunity. Great job by Ritter.
Oh.
Fans not happy with that one, feeling the Watertown player extended his arm. Referee's really not in a great position to see that one, so hard to say. Nice little bit of footwork there by Yachman. Maybe should have released that ball earlier to the corner, but does get the give and go on this time. That's a great change of direction. Yachman plays that off, is able to win a corner kick.
Both teams, Jeff, they look pretty aggressive here. They're getting handsy, getting feisty. Not necessarily doing it properly, I think. It's just a little over-aggressiveness. We're getting too much into this, and you want to see them slow down a little bit, settle in. It's early.
Yachman with he slid right past the defender and had a great opportunity. Goes right off the sidebar. Out of play. We're going to get a goal kick and a substitution for Watertown now. But no, there's some aggressiveness going on. But there's still just that little bit of early season inconsistency. You saw when Yachman was taking that player on, he was looking for either a place to lay it off to or to cross to, but there was nowhere because they were too packed tight.
Yeah.
And when you're packed tight in the middle, you're not spreading the defense. You're actually making it easier to defend. You need to spread those defenders out, have somebody more towards the far back, somebody at the near back post, somebody at the near post, somebody up top, somewhere around the penalty kick marker as well. You want to get them all spread out so you have these different options to either pass it back, cross it, lay it off half drop, put the longer cross on. You want all options available, but when you're all packed tight, it's just like trying to play against a 16-man wall at that point.
Very well put, Jeff. And I was really kind of surprised Yachman didn't bring that outside a little more. Try to go and open the space up a little bit. We did
earn a direct free kick here while we were talking through that, and it looks like Helker going to take this one. 3-man wall. Oh. Helker, that's good for distance. Unfortunately, we don't get 3 in this sport.
Trying to send that one to Panther Stadium.
But he may want to try out as the kicker for the football team on the side.
Yeah, Nolan Erfurt, the kicker for the Oregon football team, might want to watch out. He might have another kicker coming. But, yeah, just a little long, a little juiced up, I think Helker was there to kick that one.
Absolutely. Helker on this ball, though, shielding. A lot of grabbing. Great feed. Good. Nice flick in by Brower. Oh, Brower trying to feed it inside, trying to find Randall. Not able to get there. That ball now played back over to Ritter. Up to Helker. Helker out wide to Yaquin. Yaquin playing well so far tonight. He feeds that one inside. Found feet. Helker tries to smash one home just off the shins of the defender, unfortunately. That was number 20, another name we haven't talked about yet. That's Brock Roberts on the field for the Panthers. We're going to get a shift change on this one.
Whole host of substitutions coming in.
We got 4 new players coming on the field.
Interesting choice by Coach Mitchell. Getting a lot of legs fresh early on and getting bodies moving. I think this could be a good look, but you want to have these kids, play as a cohesive unit too, Jeff. I want to see them get into a groove.
Panthers, number 2, Jesus Resendez. Number 7, Andy Carcano. And returning number 8, Carlos Camacho.
It takes about 10 minutes for a unit to find continuity together. And when you do find that continuity, I see what I can see what you're saying. Sometimes you don't want to make the wholesale changes because then it takes a whole nother possibly 10 minutes to find that same continuity again.
But we do have sophomore Jesus Resendez and senior Andy Carcano in the game. They just got those 2 touches right there. So, like we had talked about Jesus Resendez in the alumni game, underclassmen getting good playing time as a varsity player, and you like to see. We liked what we saw from him last week.
This one floated in, looking for the backdoor header, but not able to find a teammate.
Keeping possession though, that's a good.
That was Weiss.
Returning for the Panthers, number 17,
Nice little flick there. Not 100% sure if that's still Thompson on that far side or if he got subbed out. It's actually difficult right now to tell, folks. But this ball looking to be crossed off a defender, out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Panthers.
Corner kick, Oregon.
Number 17, Kyler Keogh is going to be in that corner. I don't know if he's the one that's going to take it, though.
Looks like Helker's
there with him.
there as well.
They're going to play it short. Interesting decision there.
They're a fan of that play.
Yeah.
It can be a phenomenal play. It takes a lot of recognition on whether or not to call it off in the moment as a player, though. Nice footwork there. Plays it back. Good hesitation. Goes out of bounds. Throw in favor of Oregon. Looks like Reamer's in the game as well for the Panthers off that last 4-man exchange. Ooh. Keogh almost on that one.
Ball went off the referee there.
Referee going to restart. Goslings played across their back line. Good defense there by the Panthers. Roberts, Weiss, and Helker teaming up to try and steal that ball, but referee feels that there was some contact, and
he was right there to see it too, Jeff. Right in the mix of that triangle.
that was a really interesting way to restart that particular play. Very curious about that. Never seen it. I mean, he played it like it was a drop ball, but there was no call that could have been a drop ball. Camacho trying to thread the needle there. Weiss steps in.
Oh, nice.
Finds Reamer for a second.
Good look, but Reamer was just a little slow to get to it.
Carcano, he plays that one up. Goes out of bounds. We're going to get a throw in. That's Alex Nelson throwing that ball in. Back to Nelson. Plays inside to find Helker. Back to Carcano. Helker now takes the touch, finds its way onto the feet of Camacho. He plays out wide to Nelson.
That's Resendez, number 2.
Or I'm
Jeff.
sorry. That is
Jesus Resendez.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. The numbers are kind of small here, folks, and it's real dark in here. So you're right. That is Resendez, not Nelson. My bad. Resendez is number 2. It's a back and forth deal where we got a good deal there, but unfortunately we can't really put the lights on in here either. Otherwise we can't see out our windows and we can't see the play.
Fair enough.
We'll have to. We used to have a little desk lamp in here. We'll have to find out where that went.
Good call.
Weiss trying to pressure that one. Did do enough to help out. Now Camacho. He's going to take a rip with his left foot. Doesn't get all of it that he wanted, but not a bad decision from that part of the field. Didn't have a ton of help and found a seam.
Yeah, he had Intim coming on here on the right side, but it was behind him. He couldn't quite see to that side. So not a bad decision to pull one there, but just off the mark.
Goslings take a touch. Trying to fight their way out of here. Not looking to jinx them, but they haven't found their way across midfield too often today. That's thanks to some really good swarming defense by the Panthers.
Very good defense, Jeff. They're really getting on the ball quick. Anytime Watertown touches it, Oregon's coming back.
That was a great run by Intim there. And a nice let. Just not able to finish that play. That was almost really pretty. Oh, Camacho with some good footwork. Inside, finds it to Weiss. Weiss over to Reamer. Reamer with a nice ball down to the corner. Can't quite pick up the number on that one yet.
It's going to be Kyler Keogh in that back corner there.
Thanks for finding that for us. Trying to switch the play, but not quite on the same page, and we're going to get a throw into Watertown.
You like the idea there, but it just didn't come together for the offense to try to put it.
That ball goes long over everybody's head. Watertown tries to flick it. Some good hustle there by number 4. Or is that a 9? I can't quite tell. These numbers are a bit odd for Watertown.
9 is the number there. That's Kieran McCarthy.
Carcano to Camacho. Again, I feel like the Panthers are trying to force the spectacular at times rather than just laying off on the easy play. We had a phenomenal run going there to the corner, and Camacho tried to thread the needle through the middle instead of just playing it off to the corner where it was wide open. That ball has an absolute rip, and I believe that is Weiss.
It is indeed, Jeff. What a shot. I didn't even expect him to put that one out, and he hits the mark.
That is Silas Weiss.
Unassisted by number 3 sophomore Silas Weiss.
That came out of there, and he absolutely cranked it right off. No touch, no dribble, just an absolute rocket right into the back of the net. So often players have poor body position on those, and they just send them sailing over the top. That one, though, he had kept his waist over the ball, had good toe point, and that just sent right into the back of the net. Tremendous job. That goal coming at just before the 28-minute mark of the first half. Silas Weiss makes it 1-0 Oregon over the Watertown Goslings.
And just like you explained, Jeff, the way he got it off, And you expect young guys like that to just airmail it. I don't think Carver was ready for it in the net, and that's why he had no shot once he realized it.
Absolutely. There was no chance. The pace on it was incredible. And for a young sophomore like that, what a great confidence-building goal.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. That's a big boost for this offense because they've been pushing it and pushing it, and they've had possession, keeping it in their half of the field. This is big.
Nice touch by Camacho. A good run by Helker. Helker slows up, waits for help, lays it off. I think, was that Yachman?
Yeah, that's Yachman in the corner there. Just couldn't quite get it over. Passes the defender.
And that would be number 13 in the middle. That's Cole Jones. Ball goes out of bounds. We're going to get another throw in. No, we're not.
Didn't
That was
quite
saved.
go out.
Everybody thought it was going
Yeah.
out, and it never actually made it.
That
Does
one.
this time.
Yeah, everyone slowed up like it automatically was going to go out of bounds, and it just kind of rolled to a stop.
About 29 minutes into the first half, score 1-0 Oregon. Oregon with control. Cross plays it over to Carcano. Carcano finds Intum. Plays it all the way back to Jones. Jones out wide to Ritter. Ritter into the middle. That was Reamer. Cross to Randall. Randall outside to Carcano. 100% sure what
Yeah.
Carcano was trying to do with that one.
I was just about to say that, Jeff. He just kind of floats it into the box there, and there was nobody for the offense. So maybe a little indecision, but just not the right move, I don't think.
I don't know if it was a cross that just got away from him or if it was an ill-advised shot that also got away from him. But again, this is Oregon trying for the spectacular over the simple play because he had Intum right there wide open.
Right in the corner, and Intum then could have made a cross or something. That made something play from there. Carcano's got to be a little smarter than that. Man, Jeff, Watertown is really having a hard time, especially on that side of the field, getting any momentum forward into their half of the field. Oregon is always there playing the ball.
Absolutely. That's Yachman showing that speed. He's flashing through the middle. Ooh, showing a lot of strength, especially core strength, not going down in the box like that. Watertown, very physical. This one finds its way back to Yachman. That was a great job in the middle there. That clear gets away from him and actually goes back into the box and finds Yachman again. They can't really figure out Yachman. Oh, what a save by Carver. Phenomenal save by Carver. That should have been a goal.
Couldn't tell if that was Keogh that got a foot on that, but it went back across the middle, and one of the Oregon backs right there got a good look at Carver. Nice stop.
Again, Oregon takes over. Plays it back, Camacho. Nice touch. Plays it outside. That was Keogh. Keogh trying to cross it to Intum. Intum was there, but not enough. Like, you want to get that one way across if you're going to do that. Intum. Nice outside touch into Randall. Randall stays with it. Finds its way onto the feet of Yachman. Yachman outside. Carcano. Carcano. Again, I think this is a deal where he's trying to chip it into that back area for Helker. But it's twice in a row where it's just it's not there. There's not enough time or space for that type of play from that part of the field.
Oh,
Camacho takes a hit. Trying to see if he looks like he might be grabbing his thigh or his knee. I'm not sure. Hopefully the young man's okay as they check on him. We'll see if he's able to get up or if they're going to need the trainer or not.
they were going to bring him out, Jeff.
They are going to bring out the trainer to check on things. showing to be in quite a lot of pain. As we wait for the trainer to discuss things, we do want to remind you of our fine sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon School District, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, Wisco Industries, and Jail Prime Meats and Catering. Your organizations can join our family of sponsors. Please visit our website at ocamedia.com. Great to see Camacho walking off under his own power, and we get a substitution. Looks like the trainer's saying it's okay to walk. Hopefully just kind of a stinger or whatever you want to call those.
And we've been mentioning it throughout the game so far, Jeff. That Watertown, very aggressive, very physical play. That was number 42, Kyle Wolf, on the hit on Camacho. Like you said, good to see him back up. But, again, I would like to see Oregon play into that physicality a little more. Get back into it and try to push Watertown to be a little over physical. Try to get some of those calls to go your way.
We are going to get a free kick to Oregon. Helker takes this ball to Yachman. Yachman to Helker. Over across the field. Is that Thompson back on? Or Keogh? I can't really tell from here, folks. We'll figure it out, though. That ball down into the corner. Nice touch. Trying for the cross. Not on. That's a really nice step there. That was Cole Jones stepping. Plays it to Weiss to Helker. Helker, good touch. Slows things down. Nice little flick there. Now Helker. He finds it inside. Nicely done. Carver aggressively goes after it and finds it. But that was a really nice feed in by Helker.
Good look. I think that was that Weiss again? Weiss seeming to find himself in the middle of the action here all night so far.
Absolutely. An impressive young player.
And coming off the bench, too. That's good to see.
Oh, that was a heck of a left-footed shot from a tough angle. But Carver had to make a tough save and forced a corner kick for Oregon. A dangerous opportunity now.
Curious to see if Oregon's going to do what they've been doing so far with these corner kicks and just kicking them short and setting up their offense from that back line.
I don't think that Watertown's going to let him get away with the short kick again here. I think he's going to be forced into playing it long. And he does, but right into the hands of Carver. Great step there by Jones. Jones had a great step. He had a good idea, but just too tough a touch, and it's going to go out for a goal kick.
He came in blind in there for sure. Number 10 for Watertown. It was Will Lotsky. Thought he had an easy touch on the ball, and then here comes Jones and just rifle it in there.
Absolutely. 35-minute mark, first half. A little less than 5 minutes to play. Watertown.
Now on for the Goslings, number 48, Cutler Stye.
That ball ricochets off a defenseman.
Panthers, number 11, Andrew
Jeremiahson in for the Panthers now. We're going to get a corner kick again for the Panthers.
Corner kick, Oregon.
Again, I think Watertown's going to look to take away the short ball. And this is where you'd like to see the Panthers recognize that and just send into play. That was a nice kick.
a dangerous attempt, Jeff, for Carver going up in the air like that when it kind of went over his head.
Absolutely. This is why you need somebody also crashing the back, the actual back post. A lot of times, players all want to go ball hawking, but really what you should be doing is you should be going to certain spaces so that if the ball goes to that space, your head is already there. So you have people you're going to the front post, to the middle to challenge the keeper, to the back post, to the kind of outside back post, just outside of where the goal kicks inner box is. And then you have a couple people up top and outside for what we call garbage.
Looking for those caroms. I think being in a space rather than being on the ball is smart, Jeff. Like I said, dangerous move by Carver there, but they got away with it. Still, Oregon continuing to dominate the time of possession.
Absolutely. Again, I'll point out, I think we've only had one, maybe two ventures into Oregon territory this whole first half, but only 1-0.
Yeah, getting plenty of shots, getting plenty of looks, but not being able to send anything home other than obviously the Weiss strike there.
Yachman intercepts this one. Oh, what a nutmeg. Beautiful play.
Just a little too long for Brower. He couldn't quite get a good enough foot on it.
The pace was just outpacing him.
Yeah.
Great idea and a beautiful nutmeg by Yachman. Unfortunately, they don't give any goals for that, bud. That ball into play. Weiss. Again, we've been calling his name.
Oh. Tough foot there for Yachman. Couldn't quite hang on to it.
That was Jeremiahson that gave it to him. That shot by Brower through the hands of Carver just goes over the top of the crossbar.
I thought that was in, Jeff.
It was
it
very
was very
close.
close. Very close. A very good strike, though, by Brower.
This one they play quickly on the corner so they can get the short one in. And again, that was almost our friend Mr. Weiss again.
Yeah, and that one really slowly trickled. Carver had to dive for it.
This one being cleared up. Nice job by Ritter, using his length there. We're going to get a throw in. Long throw, headed by Ritter. Out of bounds, Watertown throw in.
I'm wondering if Watertown can get anything going here. Oregon's defense is just so stifling so far.
Absolutely. Another throw into Watertown. Less than 20 seconds left to play. Furthest they've entered into the Oregon half in a long time, but they are running out of time.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Ball comes in.
3, 2,
Nicely done by Yachman, just kicking it long and out of play, so it comes to the end of the first half.
The score, the Oregon Panthers 1, the Watertown Goslings 0.
That's right, it is 1-0 as we enter halftime, folks, in favor of the Oregon Panthers. We do want to take an opportunity to thank our sponsors before we go into halftime. Their sponsorship makes these broadcasts possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. The Oregon Community Bank, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, Wisco Industries, and J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering. That's one community bank, folks. Sorry, I said Oregon Community Bank. But if your organization would like to join our family of sponsors, please visit our website at ocamedia.com or contact Paul at ocamedia.com.
Hey, Jeff, I'm going to take a moment to talk about a couple other things, specifically related to OCA Media. So you might be wondering, what is OCA Media? We are your local community access television station. Think PBS, but on a very local level. Each year, we stream hundreds of local events and original programming on Charter and TDS cable TV. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, please join the thousands of subscribers who are already notified whenever we stream another exciting Panther sporting event. How many local events do you think OCA Media streamed this past year? 100, 200 maybe? Believe it or not, OCA actually streamed over 400 events this past year. As a nonprofit organization, we rely on the generous financial support of the local business partners that Jeff just mentioned. Please consider joining our family of local sponsors so we can keep bringing you Panther sports and everything Oregon, Jeff.
That's great information, and we hope that you take advantage of it, folks. As we go into halftime here, Jesse, it is 1-0 in favor of the Panthers, but maybe not indicative of the way the half was played.
The way the time of the possession has gone, you might think it's 4 or 5-0 already. Really, we have not mentioned DW at all, really, in this game because he hasn't had to have any action. Oregon's put all the pressure on Watertown moving in their half of the field, and nothing going forward for Watertown. Great offense, great pressure by Oregon. Just would like to see them put a little more on, get a couple of those shots on goal to be a little bit more into the corner of the net and give Carver a chance to make Carver have to have a chance to save it.
Absolutely. The Goslings got to be talking in their bench. How can we stop giving the ball away so easily? How can we just put together string a few passes together, get in the other zone? We're only down 1. Yeah. You know, regardless of how well the Oregon have defended and possessed, we're only down 1, is what the Goslings coaches are saying. They could find themselves in an interesting game if they can just somehow break free and get that 1.
Break something free, get that 1, and then you're back at a 0-0 game essentially, and you're playing together. They have really struggled to make something happen on offense, but I think Coach Mitchell and the Oregon side, they're liking what they're seeing, but there's more that can be done here.
Absolutely. As we head in the second half, it is 1-0, Oregon Panthers. We'll be right back with the start of the second half of Panther Soccer, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports. Welcome back, soccer fans, to this exclusive broadcast of Panther Soccer on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. Once again, it is the Oregon Panthers in orange going from right to left on your screens against the Watertown Goslings in white with the blue shorts going from left to right. 1-0 Oregon off an absolute screamer from Silas Weiss in the first half is the difference in this game.
Good look, Jeff. Really been a great first half for the Panthers. I think keep the pressure on Watertown as we start the second half. We've got the ball. Put even more pressure on them. Keep the ball.
Absolutely. We got a touch on the ball there by Keo. Keo plays it back, finds Yakman. Yakman touches into space and explodes into it. Trying to take it, maybe one too many defenders on. That was a nice look though by Brower. It was a good left foot.
Yeah, he kind of barreled into a couple defenders right there. It's a little bit much. I don't think he needs to take on everybody on his own.
Absolutely. And not surprising, even the way he played in the first half, but Silas Weiss starting the second half.
Yeah, and not, like you said, not surprising. This is a good young player, just a sophomore too.
That ball going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw into Oregon. Slipped out of his hands. Not a great throw. Ball up to Brower. Brower puts that out of bounds. Goal kick to Watertown.
I was surprised that ball got to Brower at that juncture. That was a really long kick. Nice on-target pass.
Ball finds its way up, but ricochets off right end to Kyler Keogh. Now Randall. Randall inside to Helker. Helker to Weiss. Weiss not able to connect that final pass.
A little bit soft on that one from Weiss.
That was a lot of pushing by Barrett Anderson. Anderson starting this second half at center D.
Well, like I mentioned, Jeff, bringing the physicality back to Watertown. We saw Watertown be very aggressive, very physical in the first half. I think maybe we're going to see Oregon be a little physical themselves here in the second half.
And call me crazy, but it looks like Oregon has changed their shape coming into the second half as well. Don't know if that's just the way the game is being dictated, or if in the early season Coach Mitchell's still playing around with stuff, but coming out in what looks like a more classic 4-5-1 shape.
And maybe that's why Watertown's getting a little bit more touches on the ball here early on too.
Nicely intercepted, but not able to keep was Weiss. Gavin Thompson just could not quite keep it in bounds. That's going to be a throw into Watertown. Good cover there by Jones. Headed out. Another throw in by the Goslings.
Jack Sullivan going to throw it in again for the Goslings.
Nice job by Barrett Anderson. And Watertown, what it has been consistent this entire game has been the physicality by Watertown.
Absolutely.
In the Oregon half, that is Sullivan, as you mentioned before, taking that throw again. Trying to keep possession. Going to be played out by Thompson once again. It's going to be another throw. Long throw this time. Flicked on, and the Goslings are able to get to the back door. Great diving save to keep that from going into the back of the net by DW. The Watertown Gosling had beaten the defender.
Looks like DW caught a little cleat there.
Referee talking to DW.
Yeah.
You could see the confusion from here on what the conversation was about. Don't know if he was just checking to see if he was okay after that collision or what. Nicely done there. That's Randall. Randall all the way across the field. Not able to keep his feet was Yachman, but Helker there to back him up. That ball's going to go out of play. It is a throw-in. They are awarding it to Oregon. Hard to see from here. Weiss battles. Kicked out of bounds. Throw in Oregon. That's Helker. Nice little nifty Maradona there. All for naught, but not completely for naught as they do earn the corner kick.
Oh, they did? I missed that, Jeff. I didn't realize that went off of a Watertown defender.
It was hard to see from here. I wasn't sure either until the signal came out. Because, again, we're quite a ways away and there was a lot of bodies there.
Another short one, Jeff. Another short corner.
And this one executed very well. Ooh. Helker able to get that shot off, which is what you want. Helker, he almost had one similar to Weiss.
Yeah, just missed it over the top.
This is going to be a goal kick for the Goslings, but a great opportunity there.
Very, very good opportunity. Again, just like the first half, Carver is staying busy back there.
Man, the Goslings, considering how much they've been dispossessed, I'm just shocked at the way they play short out of the back line off those goal kicks so often. Nice little move there by Weiss. Finds Thompson. Not able to turn was number 16, Brower. He lost that ball, but we're going to get another corner kick. This one coming down on the fire hydrant side. Short play again. Weiss from Helker. Weiss takes his player on, does an amazing job. Finds a player, but it goes off his thigh and into the awaiting arms of Carver.
That was Ritter, or no, that was Thompson in the middle there that got the foot on that one.
Great job by Weiss beating his player down. Just hardly any space between him and the end line.
Yeah, great speed. He's showing he's got the capability to play at this level for sure. Hence the reason, Jeff, he's in the game, started the second half like you mentioned, had that ripper in the first half. That's the reason Oregon's out in front right now. Excellent motivation and excellent play so far from Weiss.
Absolutely. That throw-in has led to another opportunity. And there is another absolute driving shot. And guess who? He's saying that that's not an accident or a fluke, folks. That's in his repertoire, apparently.
Silas Weiss coming to play here for the Panthers. I like it.
Gotta love it. That throw in doesn't quite find the mark it wanted to, but Barrett Anderson gets pushed down from behind and earns the free kick. Nice job keeping space. They're going to just play this one short, move it up and down the field. Anderson to Jones. Jones outside to Thompson. Thompson surveys and gives it to absolutely nobody. Watertown is able to find that, plays it down the line. That was great hustle by both players and a really nice job by Gavin Thompson to wrestle that one away.
Both players showing the speed there.
Nice
Brower.
play by Helker. He's trying to find Brower. Brower giving it everything he had and forces the player to just kick it out of bounds. This will be an Oregon throw. Substitute trying to come in. They are going to see it. Looks like Carcano is going to come in and take off Thompson. We are at the 45-minute mark of the second half. As we watch the Panthers are up 1-0. We do want to thank our sponsors, the Village of Oregon, the Oregon School District, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, Oregon Community Cares, One Community Bank, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, Wisco Industries, and Jail Richards Prime Meats and Catering. Thank you for all you do for these broadcasts.
On for the
That is
Goslings,
Keogh.
number 7, Garrett Harris. Number 11, Logan Sheetus.
Cleared by the Goslings. Jones there, out of bounds. Throw in Goslings.
Very quick here by Watertown. They're trying to get the ball up the field, take a little, take Oregon by surprise by a little bit, but Oregon was ready for it.
Absolutely. That ball out of play by Carcano. Keep everything in front of him.
Bradley Zimmerman for Watertown throwing that in. Just a freshman defenseman.
Good size for a freshman.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know it. Gonna get thrown to Oregon.
Goslings, number 19, Zach Rosner.
Carcano. Yep.
Yeah, he stepped in too, didn't he, Jeff? I thought he did too.
The referee I'd watched his body language earlier. That's really the third time Oregon has gotten away with that.
Not that time.
It's not a legal throw.
Got the referee smiling there, but a little showmanship by Carcano there.
Didn't quite work out the way he hoped at the end of the day, though. Nice header by Carcano. Great footwork by Weiss. Weiss, a player not even on our radar last year, and suddenly just becoming one of the early young stars of this team in my eyes. Look at Yakman, though, blown away by the speed.
Oh, nobody was there, Jeff.
Again, they're too flat. There's nobody trailing the play. They're all up there in one flat line. There's nothing to lay back to. You got to look at your spacing. Find your triangles. There's no reason to be in a flat line like that.
Like you said, great effort by Yakman, but just had nobody there to pass it to over the middle.
I'm frustrated for Yakman because of the play he made to create such a great opportunity. Goslings. Nice job there. That was Carcano. Looking for help. He's wanting to know why Keogh didn't make a run.
Yeah, Keogh just caught a little flat-footed there. Wasn't ready for it. Oh,
that curved around the back line and found the foot of the Goslings. That was almost a tying goal. And all from the miscommunication off the far side. Randall not able to find that one. Oregon just a little disjointed to start the second half. That, by all rights, should have been a goal for the Goslings. How they didn't find the back of the net, I have no idea.
Kieran McCarthy with that first look. He got another look, and then they got one by DW there, but it just skirted the side of the net there, Jeff. And like you said, we should be tied right now.
Goslings thinking it should have been a corner, but I saw nothing to indicate that it hit off of any Panthers. It looked quite clear it went off the Goslings from here. This ball intercepted again by the Goslings. Now we're only 13 minutes into the second half, and it is still 1-0 the Panthers, but it's almost a night and day different game right now from the first half.
Absolutely, Jeff. Watertown has really come out of the second half and might be, like you talked about, Oregon looking like they're running a different formation here, and I think that's given Watertown a little bit of life because they're really controlling the second half so far.
Absolutely. We're seeing some wholesale changes here, though. Perhaps the coach not liking what he's seeing and getting not only fresh legs, but a fresh look.
Jesus Resendez and Preston Reamer.
Helker plays this one Long. This is Yachman. Look at the speed. Speed and determination were incredible there.
Staying with it, too. He stayed with it.
His pressure just earned his team a corner kick.
Yeah.
Corner kick, Oregon.
Great effort in there by Yachman. I mean, really all game, Yachman's been playing very well, showing the speed, versatility.
Quickly played. Helker thought he caught him sleeping. Not quite able to thread the needle, though. Good idea, though. Like the way he was thinking.
Another short goal kick out there by Carver.
Anderson bullied off the ball there. You want to see Anderson be stronger there. That ball too wide. Oregon throw. We got Intom back in the game on that far side. Like the way he played. He finds Reamer. Reamer not able to bring it down. Watertown player just trying to find an outlet.
That's their captain, actually, number 7, Garrett Harris.
Found some space, played it back, restarting, but intercepted by Oregon. That's Brower, like the quick move. He's going to play it inside. Thought he found Yachman, but not quite. That one did find Helker. Helker tried to pull the trigger. Ball stays in bounds.
Oh,
Ooh.
more physicality there from both teams going after the ball.
Referees saying play on. It was both of you. It was I could literally almost read his lips from here. He didn't. He felt that yes, it was physical. Yes, it was a hard throw to the ground, but he felt that they were both involved equally and just let play go.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. Letting them play on. Brower with a good takeaway from Harris.
That ball by Resendez. Back to Carcano. To Jones. Carcano. Nicely played to Helker. Helker inside to Reamer. Reamer trying to find Intom. Intom.
Intom just not able to get there fast enough. Carver was able to cut it off.
Great feed, though. Love the way that unfolded. Another great opportunity. DW, he races down, finds it.
Not sure what Harris was doing, and he had opportunities to the middle of the field, and he just kind of kicks it into the box there. Not really sure that's what you want to see from your captain.
That is D'Amelio Will, affectionately called DW here in the booth. And this ball played cleanly through to Intom. He's going to cut it through. Tries to slide one.
I think
looking for Resendez there.
He was looking for Resendez, but he was a little far away from fight that.
This ball played over the top. Jones. Jones finds DW. DW ricochets that off. That can be really dangerous. Panthers got away with one there. Nicely, calmly played by Carcano, but not cleanly cleared by Jones. Harris just too eager, too impatient. And I mean, Oregon's saying thank you.
Yeah, you're the team captain. You're the one with the composure. You're leading this group of guys. Harris has got to bring that down. He had plenty of space to put one on net and just airmail and send it off into the night.
Another wholesale change for the Panthers. 4 new faces on. Definitely keeping the legs fresh. Goal kick. Played up to Helker. Helker tries to slide it through. Getting some mosquitoes now, folks, so that'll be fun tonight. Panthers stay with this. Not able to maintain possession, though.
Oh, Landon Washida's trying to run it down for Watertown, and he does, but he's got
Washida's
pressure.
That's Gavin Thompson. He bullies him off the ball and earns the goal kick. No, now they're overruling. They're saying it is a corner.
Either way, Thompson really, he was 10 yards behind Washidas and went after him, took the ball away. Even though it's a corner, that's great defense by Thompson.
Does a nice job of getting that back, shutting it down. Serve doesn't even make it into the box hardly, and DW just picks it off with ease. That punt goes over everybody. Headed down by Jones to Helker. Helker does a nice job finding Reamer. Reamer, again, saw the easy play to Resendez and instead tried to slide it through to Weiss. This ball by Camacho, showing some nice footwork, looking for help, trying to decide how much time and space he has. Resendez, nice look inside, slides it through to Keogh. Keogh looking for Intum.
I don't think Intum was ready for it to be on the outside of him as it went over his head.
I think he was looking for that slide inside. Yep. It looked like it was on, but hard to know from this angle. Keogh might have saw it a little differently. There they go again, playing it short. And just, I feel like playing with fire. I love possession, but they've given the ball away so easily all game for the most part.
Good stop.
Able to get it out that time. Yeah, nice stop. That was just inches away from disaster though. Good job by the defense intercepting that. Weiss is there to keep it in play. Now Helker. Helker, nice touch. Really did a nice job of keeping that ball in.
Oh, Resendez wasn't ready.
Splits two different forwards. Very physical. That should be a direct kick in favor of the Goslings.
Yeah, Harrison and Thompson going at it again.
Indication is on. That's Garbleman. Plays it long, but not before it's able to be cleared by Oregon. Weiss finds Resendez. Plays it across. Keogh. Keogh with a few touches. Finding traffic, but plays it to Reamer. Reamer bounces it off a Watertown Gosling player. Outside, Helker. Helker takes a touch. Helker gonna take a shot.
Not a bad look though, really, Jeff.
Had some pace on it.
Yeah, it had good pace, good power, but sent it wide. Carver didn't even really need to dive for it as it went a little too wide.
Gonna get a goal kick. Carver looks around, waits.
Interesting. That is very interesting, Jeff. Oh, and then Zimmerman just punts it out of bounds. And it's going to be an easy throw-in the half of the field for the Panthers.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I get that if you take the long kick, it's in essence a 50-50 ball, but it's a 50-50 ball at midfield instead of giving away these constant turnovers and/or throw-ins in your final third.
Exactly.
It's a little confounding, to be honest. Nice footwork there by Camacho. Not able to finish, though. This is Resendez. Resendez, and then finally able to finish. Inham is on the back door, running to the space, able to find the finish. That's what I'm talking about.
That was a great finish. That was an excellent finish. And especially after Carver had already missed the first one, Inham was ready to come in, got it from the backside, and Carver was already on the ground. He had no chance.
Just 5 seconds shy of 64th minute.
Scored by senior number 6, Zach Intum, with an assist from Jesus Resendez.
That was Intum from Resendez. We are just 5 seconds shy of the 64-minute mark of the second half. That makes it 2-0 Oregon. You got to feel like that one is going to just take a lot of air out of the Goslings. They really came out in the second half playing well.
Yeah, they were getting in their half of the field. We never saw them there in the first half. So, you know, they had a couple good shots on goal, but once the Panthers got back into their groove, they made that wholesale change there about 10, 15 minutes ago. That line, this group of guys right here, this has been the crew for Oregon so far, and they've really, like you said, Jeff, taking the air away from Watertown.
Great finish there by Intom. Great pass by Resendez.
And number 10, Brooks Randall.
Couple more substitutions for Oregon. That's Keo. Plays into Reamer. Now to Yachman. Back to Randall. Back inside to Reamer. Randall now outside to Yachman. Trying to maintain possession. Yachman looking to take a player on. Lays it off to Randall. Reamer, I'm sorry. He takes a shot from distance. Does go over the net.
Interesting attempt there from Reamer. I don't know if that's the one you want, but hey.
Had decent power and a little bend on it, but just way too high.
Yeah. This time Carver actually kicks it long, but it goes right to Keo.
Keo with a great little Maradona turn. This is Weiss. Weiss finds Yachman. Yachman able to keep it in. He's so fast. Plays it off. Finds Keo. Keo says, you know what? I'm going to take one. That one was a great idea.
Closer that time, too. And a little closer in. Made Carver at least have to look at it.
Well, you saw Carver was playing out of his box.
Yeah.
He was a good 5 yards out of his box, and he thought that if he could just put a little bend on it, he could put it right over the top of it. And that was a little more controlled as well. Don't mind an attempt like that. Keo finds Randall. Randall taking touches. Finds Keo again. Now Weiss. I'm sorry, that wasn't Weiss. That was Camacho, I think.
Camacho trying to find Weiss inside.
Trying to find Weiss. 8s look like 3s from this distance sometimes, folks. And Weiss surprisingly not able to finish that, honestly.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't quite get a good enough foot on it, and Carver was directly in front of him, so maybe a little trying to avoid kicking the keeper in that instance. But either way, good look inside, and I like the pressure that Oregon's putting. They're keeping the pressure on after that second goal.
Couple more substitutions. Helker back in. Anderson back in. Anderson. Back to Jones. Jones to Ritter.
Back on for the Panthers.
Ritter looking for Randall. Finds Helker.
Holker. Barrett Anderson.
Helker out to Anderson. Nice spacing there. Right back in.
Brock Roberts.
Helker with a great ball. That was a nice run by Carcano. Seeing the space that was there. He keeps with it. That ball into Camacho. Almost a beautiful little flick there.
Another good look, Jeff. They're really getting after it here.
Absolutely they are. Helker, after starting way back, snuck into that position too and almost found the back of the net.
Oh, this time Carver didn't kick it out.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Those are the goal kicks they should be taking. The one with somebody with power that can get it up to midfield. Now they have a chance to fight for it on their side of the field. It's not an easy giveaway. That's Roberts in the game now. He played it back to Helker. Finds Randall. Randall looking for Carcano. That was a nice little split of defense. Oh, look at that little bit of movement. Oh, Helker almost finds it. These little combinations inside, they're just that last touch away, it feels like.
They're catching Watertown off their back foot here in these passes. Like you're saying, Jeff, the nice little touch passes, and another throw in for the Panthers.
by Helker. Plays it inside. Finds Randall. Randall loves that ball to space, and he finds Carcano. That's 2 in a row. Carcano nutmegging. He's all over the place. Does eventually find feet, but that shot goes into the awaiting arms of Carver.
He kind of missed when he was trying to get that pass, so he had to double clutch on it and didn't get enough on it. I think that was that Weiss over there that took that shot, but either way, it did find feet, but not enough on it.
Ritter did a nice job of bringing that punt down. Now he gives that one away. We got to just stop complimenting him.
Nice stop by Harris there. Watertown showing a little bit of fight, but it's just not enough right now.
Halker does a nice job of fighting to win that back. He wants a call, but I'm constantly with the ref. There's nothing there. He just overcommitted a bit. Going to get a substitution.
Well, folks, we're going to talk about another interesting piece of information here. Well, don't miss another Panther sports broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today. Join our growing YouTube subscribers who enjoy hundreds of local events we bring to you every year. Next action is going to be us, you and I, Jeff, on Saturday as this soccer team, boys soccer team for the Panthers, takes on Middleton and another Badger Conference matchup.
Back on for the
Should be a
Goslings.
great game. That was a little bit interesting as you were reading that off. The Goslings with a really high-quality opportunity and a nice shot on goal. DW up to the task, though. Nice job by Helker, using his strength. We've got number 9 in. That's Pugh.
First time we've been able to call his name tonight.
That ball kicked into the stands and some athleticism by the fans. Throw in brought down by Helker. Pugh tries to feed it inside. That's Anderson. That's poked away.
Anderson get called on that?
No, I believe that was actually number 11 who's now in the game. That's
Pugh. Or no, Jeremiah.
That's Jeremiahson. I believe that's who that was called on. Goslings into the final third.
Oh.
We're going to get a call. Man, I'm not sure about that.
Touch and go. They were both being very physical.
Side judge indicating to the ref that it was a call, but to me, the Gosling player went down on the ground, and him being on the ground took out the Oregon player, which caused him to land on top of him. I'm not sure about that one, but nevertheless, it's doesn't matter. The play on, no harm, no foul. Helker on the ball. He plays it up to Pugh.
Oh.
Pugh tries to take a left-footed shot, but goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick by Oregon.
Another good lead. Pugh had a good look at it, but man, I'd like to see him put a little more accuracy on that one.
That ball out to midfield again. Coaches must have been listening to the broadcast.
Watertown getting these goal kicks now. They're getting them long instead of trying these simple shorts because, yeah, Oregon's been really pressuring those goal kicks by Carver all game long, and now they're finally kicking them deep.
Nice job. That goes to Randall.